promotions for police constables who completed 10 years of service. Suspect arrested with a kilogram of heroin in Mount Lavinia. Archaeological employees removed from service continue fast for the second day. Final decision on India's Congress party leadership to be taken up in April.
Good afternoon. First up in today's top story. The following views were expressed at the announcing of the cabinet decisions today.
In order to increase productivity of Sri Lankan rice cultivation, approval was granted to sign an agreement with the Paddy Research Development Institute and the leading research institute in Manila, Philippines, for the purpose of increasing the productivity and technical know-how by taking into consideration the food security of Sri Lanka. After the April 21st attacks, the Cabinet approved a proposal by the Minister of Tourism and Aviation to extend the period of 3 months to facilitate the arrival of tourists from 48 countries free of visa fees. A large number of police constables have been engaged in the service without any promotion. Therefore, all the police constables are promoted by the National Police Commission, which includes a program along with the Salaries and Cadre Commission and the Department of Finance. Therefore, constables who served for more than 10 years will be promoted as inspectors, sergeants and other positions.
A suspect has been arrested into custody in the Badovita area in Mount Lavinia with a haul of heroin.
According to police, a raid conducted by the STF last night led to the arrest of the suspect and the discovery of 1.015 kilogram of heroin. The arrested 22-year-old suspect is due to be produced before the Mount Lavinia Magistrates Court.
Now, the Archaeological Workers Union is conducting a fast for the second consecutive day today. The fast was held at the agitation site in Gaul Road. Those engaged in the hunger strike charged that they worked for the Department of Archaeology on a 2-year contract basis. However, the contract period of 14,030 employees has expired. The protesters urged the authorities to reinstate them at the Department of Archaeology. Now, still in local news, financial aid was provided for unauthorized settlers who evacuated from Obesekarapura in Rajagiriya. The event was held yesterday, chaired by State Minister of Urban Development, Gamini Lokage.
We don't govern this country the way the opposition wants us to do so. The opposition has put this country to the ground. Lanka was run at a loss. Government properties were sold. Harbours were sold. They sold the Hamman report to get released from the debt trap. Now what has happened to the debt? Up to this moment, the government has to pay billions to the contractor and to the small-scale businesses. We have to pay billions to the properties which were acquired for government projects. These lands were taken without allocating money from the treasury. In the recent times, they have taken so many short-term and long-term debt. The government has not paid money for fertilizer. They did not pay for the medicine.
The Attorney General made a request from the Court of Appeal to lift the interim injunction order that has been placed, preventing the containers carrying waste imported from Britain at the Colombo port and the free trade zone in Katunayaka being transported out. Senior Deputy Solicitor General Milinda Gunathilaka made this request, citing that the interim injunction order could affect the discussions that commenced regarding the garbage being re-exported to Britain. The Senior Deputy Solicitor General noted that the British officials have expressed their dislike to discuss the garbage being re-exported there when the interim injunction of the Court of Appeal is still in effect. President of the Court of Appeal AHMD Nawaz and Justice Arjun Obesekara ordered that the decision as to whether the interim injunction order will be lifted or not will be granted on the 4th.
The clean drinking water project completed by Gammadda to quench the thirst of the children of Sugishwara Vidyalaya in Bopagoda Matara was vested with the students.
Now, looking back at some alarming news here at home, the number of reported dengue patients by the end of January this year have almost doubled compared to last year, January.
Is a term where we Sri Lankans are very familiar with, because every year a significant number of people are infected with the virus. Now in 2018, more than 50,000 cases were reported, but by this January this year, more than 11,000 cases, dengue cases were reported. Dengue virus is transmitted through mosquitoes, and these mosquitoes need stagnant still water to lay their eggs and for the young to hatch and mature.
Dengue fever symptoms: sudden high fever, severe headache, pain behind eyes, joint and muscle pain, nausea and vomiting, rash. If you experience these symptoms, consult a doctor immediately.
So let's keep our surroundings clean and let's fight against this dengue, because prevention is always better than cure. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Hajaram.
Insects breed in contaminated water. Never allow water to stagnate in or near your house. Remove discarded tyres, plastic containers, coconut shells, leaf axils. Clear blocked roof gutters, bird baths and flower pots.
With that, we wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. Join us again at 1:55 for the latest.